Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Poggers, it's me. Alright, we're gonna do some grinding for the capsules. I did a little off stream. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Le 5 more. We're also level 30. Getting there. Damn. Yeah, if I can get Peepo to max level, not max level, but max rank, then I think I'll be able to. Jesus. I think I'll be able to. Oh, someone's dead. I think. Is she dead? Okay, close. We'll have to heal. I can get to the Peepo's final form is what I'm trying to get at. Jesus Christ. Should be able to do that. Yeah, it'll be good. Today's just a grind day. We may be climbing. We may be not. We'll see. Yeah, what is Peepo's level 25? He's catching up in damage. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. Good. Tackle's great. Yep. I just did some brief grinding off stream and it went well. Tia died though. She had she got hit by these winglies. Excuse me, she got hit by these winglies. They have a really powerful ice magic, and she got destroyed. Peepo, very good. 28,000. I need, so from 20, 5 is, so at 50k, I could do it. Yeah, I think at 50k I can evolve him and get him to the permanent level. Or excuse me, to his master rank. Master rank, whatever the fuck it's called. It's fun. I don't mind the grind. We can talk about some stuff, like Reckless Ben not being able to put out part 3. That video that he just put out got, in 5 hours, it has 1.5 million views. That is insanity. Very good. People are really keeping up with this shit, and I'm really happy that the internet is not letting this go. Oh boy. There it is. I feel like her magic's getting weaker. Why do I feel like her magic is getting weaker? Because it's 25 points behind Celan. Interesting. Yeah. Yikes. Ooh. They do some damage. And they're quick. Okay, full flash. Dead. Especially since she has... You know what? I'll buy a high potion. Let's go kill some zombies. Yeah, she's outliving her pace, Tia. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know what Max. Again, please try not to spoil anything. I haven't really been saying that on every episode that or every time I stream this, but I want to be able to play this game without spoiling. Please just enjoy it for the long of the ride. If you want to know where I'm at, you can just watch the previous episode. Skip towards the end. You'll find out exactly where I'm at. You can probably figure that all out easily. It's not too hard, but that's all I ask. Then I will, if I do want help, I'll just ask about capsule monsters or maybe a mechanic that I'm not really too familiar with. Other than that, yeah, you guys are doing great so far, but I just want to put that warning out there because it doesn't become fun. When you spoil for everybody, it makes it less fun for everybody. Okay, got my IP back all the way full up for everybody, which is good. Damn. People defended. That's why we got hit. People. Okay, 36. What is that? 36,000. I'm hoping that Ben actually got in contact with some lawyers. Maybe that's why he can't release part 3. I don't always think it's that they put him in a position that he got served so he can't talk about it. I think they kind of put him in that position due to him being like served papers for a lawsuit. So he's in a lawsuit now. But I don't think it's entirely the case. I think he's also maybe in talks. Hopefully he's in talks with some lawyers. But Jesus. $38,000. That's pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. It's only like 20-30 bucks to go back to town and get a nap in. Oh, whoops. Wrong way. Yep, today's kind of a short stream. I got some stuff I need to do. So I won't be streaming too much. Thursday I'll make it up to you guys. I promise. We'll do a good stream Thursday. Maybe a long stream. Just not today. Can't do it today. I got a prep to do and I gotta go cook. And I want to grind. I want to grind this stuff out. And I didn't want to, like, you know... whoop. I don't want to just show up to stream and be like, yeah, guys, I got to go in 10 minutes, you know. No, I want to give you guys some time. Want to have some fun with you guys. Talk. Ooh, you dirty rat. Go in front. Go in front. Bitch. Runs. Gotcha. Lightning. I can't wait for the bigger spells, man. That's going to be really cool to see the bigger spells. This game's got some visual to it. Yeah, also, I feel like I'm probably going to be doing some Super Nintendo. There's a few more Super Nintendo games I want to play. There's some Sega Genesis games I really want to... Oh, we got to do the zombies. There's some Sega Genesis games I want to play as well. Genesis and CD. Sega CD. Stuff like that. So I want to do all that stuff. It'll be good. Good crit. Freaking antidote. Okay, we got 9,000 more to go, and then we can evolve Peepo. Just gotta evolve them. Got to evolve him. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good for now. It's going quicker than I imagined. There's some other RPGs where I've grinded for an hour and I've barely been done. You know, this is actually quite nice. Oh, you got more companions? Oh, you're so nice, man. Dude, I love it. Call more companions, please. Y'all. Full strength fireball to the face. Dead. Yeah, almost 2,000 gold for that. That's so good. Wow. Looks like the people who are watching the YouTube VODs, the recordings of the VOD, it looks like it's getting traction for Lufia 2. I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for watching those. It's nice to see that. Call companions. Call. Nah, don't hit me. No, call companions. Stop bullying her. Stop bullying. Okay. 45,000. Il. Run. I'ma get ya. I'ma get ya. Oh, it's just one guy? Alright, we're gonna kick his ass. Okay, 5k more. Should be a few fights. Then I'll be able to go back and heal up and evolve Peepo. Much mana? 80. It's about half their mana. Good to know that that's around half their mana, a little bit more than 25% too. Good. You called companions. We like that. Yeah, fourth character would be nice. That's okay right now. Get him. Nice. Strength by 2. Okay. Here we go. Cool. Flash. Bing. Alakazam. You dead? Okay, that's 50k. Let me go kill these zombies. And then I'll go back to town and heal. Okay, we're good. So all I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. I'm excited. May not sound like it, but I'm actually really fucking excited, man. I'm excited. Here we go. Bronze swords. Good. There it is. Let's see what he looks like. He's a bunch of foam. Oh, yeah. He's great now. I'm not hungry. Huh. Foamy H. Okay. Let me go to my cheat sheet. My cheat sheet. Okay, so Jelzy, which is the original name of Peepo, needs a secret fruit. Oh. What the fricky? I'm not hungry. Sure. Golden fox? Oh. Cool. It's a fox. Who would I have? Okay. I got Peepo. He's from the Golden Fox tribe. Let's go outside and fight with him. See how he works. Wait, let me see his stats. He's got 209 HP, 169 guts. Damn. Strength 100, defense 173. His agility is 86. Okay, he's a little bit behind Sausage. So he's gonna go before Celine. Yeah, so Golden Fox goes before Celine. Okay, we're gonna fight out in the desert. Come on. Missed. Okay, so it should be Golden Fox. Yup. Damn. Damn. Agility 1 int and magic resistance. Wow. Okay, one more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. This is fun. Oh, okay. No, hit these guys. Fang attack. Oh, his stuff all changed though. Peepo. Fang attack, bubble blow, and nothing. He's got to learn his third one? Okay. If he's got to learn his third one. Alright. Alright. Let's get our capsule monster to Borpa. And he's going to need a lot of work to get to level 4. I want to see what he looks like at level 4. Because right now he looks like Demon Crest. He looks like one of the forms from Demon Crest, which is awesome. Love that. We're Fireball. Yeah, Demon Crest is really good. That's another game I want to play. Nice. Oh, we got high magic from them? Okay. Chases you down. Kills you. Good shit. I forgot Borpa's a lot faster than Peepo. Yeah, keep giving us Magic Jar, buddy. He is 88 agility. Yeah, he's much stronger in the and you know, moving quick. Moves quick. Cool thing is here, we could get another fireball attack, but it would be flame breath and it would be really good. Okay, we got a fang attack. That's good. No, don't bully. Let's do the... the undead, even though they don't give a whole lot of money, but it's good money to get from them. 300, Jesus. I swear his fang attack is fire-based. I swear. Nice. Easy grind. Oh. Run for your life, fool. I was watching this video this morning about this woman, she looked really nice. She was very flat-chested, and she was like about body positivity and shit. Which I find it interesting that body positivity is just like the poor person's version of, hey, I don't have money to get myself like the way I want to look. Which is what it is. And so this lady, she's Asian looking, was like, yeah, she's like, I'm very flat-chested, all about body positivity. And then she goes and gets a tit job, gets her tits way bigger than A cups, obviously, than what she was having. And they look nice. I mean, they're boobs. Boobs look nice. So then she like is kind of like playing it off, like she goes, I got bored, or I wanted to play around and experiment with my body to do that, and basically betray her entire message because she has like no morals. And I was just watching this and I was like, Jesus, she went from like, I got all this money now, I can make my pussy look good, essentially. Going from that all the way to, you know, before it was like body positivity and being kind of showman type aesthetic that she was doing, like showing all these messages from people that like were relating to her and like having her kind of body type and saying all these things. And then she's like, yeah, well, I got a boob job now and I look hot, so I'm gonna go do OnlyFans. And it's just like, wow. At first when I saw this, I was like, I wonder if she does OnlyFans. Like, I literally like called it way before the video. I was thinking, I was like, I bet this lady does OnlyFans. Nope, she does now. And it's like, Jesus Christ, you can tell the type of people that are doing this. They're so easy to tell. And again, I'm not against people who want to do porn. Right? I'm not. But as someone who doesn't want to date someone who does that, well, I guess I'd have to be specific. Like, you don't have to delete your OnlyFans if you want to date someone. I just have to be like, okay, I'm gonna look at your content for free, so I need to look at all your content. So, you know, open up your computer, show me all your content, all your videos you've done. I gotta go through them because I want to see what kind of content you're doing. Because if you're doing it with other guys, then, you know, I don't want to date you, obviously. But if you're just showing off your body, I wouldn't mind that, with restrictions to certain things. And people get like way crazy about that. It's not cuck attitude to think that way. It's basically, I get to have, like, how I put it is, you can have a really beautiful, like, let's say, okay, so a great example of this is way before OnlyFans, was like the whole trophy wife aesthetic, or the trophy wife type of woman, right? Or bimbo. You can call it whatever you want, right? But she's not all there. She's just for looks. You're fucking her because she just looks good and you want to have a good looking piece of ass. So you can do that. Again, who cares? That's just what the type of guys that are out there want. But when it comes to that kind of aspect of having a really good-looking woman, right? People can admire your partner or yourself or that kind of thing. People are always going to look at very nice-looking people, right? And I'm not talking about how they wear their clothes or the makeup, all that. Just like if it's a nice-looking woman, that's a nice-looking woman. You're like, wow, she's beautiful, or he's handsome or pretty or whatever, right? You're always going to do that. That's a very human thing to be like, and I'm never going to stop being that way where I'm like, yeah, that person looks really nice. You know, very attractive person. Hot. Wood. You know, kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that mentality at all. So, to get back to the OnlyFans is the fact that, yeah, I get to see her naked just like everybody else, but unlike you guys, I'm having sex with her. I'm having a relationship. I'm doing more than just seeing her naked. You know, I'm exploring all sorts of sides of her that you guys won't be able to see. You get to see a very small percentage, and you get to see her nude. Maybe not. Maybe it's like she goes and does, you know, she doesn't show off the pussy anymore. And it's all like really up to the person. I mean, like, what matters is the relationship healthy? Is it happy? Are you happy together? Then who fucking cares, you know? Like, what society thinks that you two do in your own time is really none of anybody else's business. So it's not like I won't date someone who has an OnlyFans. I have to see what your OnlyFans is to judge you. If it gets serious, then yeah, I might have to say a few things like, hey, let's, you know, OnlyFans is okay to do, but it's not an everyday thing that you're going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing the content with you. You know, there's things with it. There's things, you know. And I've talked about this with my friends as well, too. We got on that subject as well, too, is like, what do you think of people who do OnlyFans? And they're like, yeah, that's cool. Would you date someone? Yeah, sure. As long as they're not cheating is basically what they were saying. To show, yeah, it's like, cool, you know. And I'm not gonna like shame someone who does OnlyFans. If I knew them personally, I wouldn't really shame them. Like, it's okay, you do it, but don't like, it's kind of like religion. Just shut up about it. You know, no one cares. Absolutely no one cares that people who care what you do is kind of weird, in my opinion. Like, I met this, like, I've talked about this lady before. I shouldn't call her a girl because she's like 1 year younger than me. She's a lady, and she does like food content, right? She calls herself an influencer, and almost puked. I was like, oh my god, a wild influencer, and I met one. Oh my shit. And I saw her content, and like, she's married, has 3 kids, so it's like, cool, you know, she can do that maybe because she, you know, she's partly a housewife and, you know, maybe a mom. No, she is a mom. Like, more of a mom. I don't think she's a stay-at-home mom, because I think all her kids are in school. So, you know, she's just doing stuff, and she wants to like do content that way. But I think the problem is that people put a lot of pressure on everybody else for societal norms. And if you're happy doing what you're doing, and you can do it, and you want to keep doing it, and you're making a living doing that thing, whether that is OnlyFans or content creation online and stuff like that, do it. You know? Do it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong is when people start trying to impose their societal norms onto you. And this is why I really hate this is why I hate some streamers and some content creators, because they have that like overzealous religious bullshit that they keep doing. I think one of the gross individuals that I've seen talk about content creation, or just like what people do in their spare time, was, I think it was Maya, and she was talking about, they got on the subject, like, this one guy had, I think it was Hassan. Again, I don't talk about these guys very much. I don't talk about these people. I fucking hate them. But it was so weird and disingenuous to sit there and say, like, yeah, he has a laptop dedicated to porn that he uses, you know, and he does his business in his house. And she's just like, no, ew, no. And that is a prime example of someone who has, like, that's toxic. It's toxic that she says that, because who the fuck cares what he does? It's his own business. Yes, he was sharing it, but you can just go, shut up. Shut up, bitch. Who fucking cares? And she acts like a prude sometimes, even though she's like... This is the thing about women like her, is that women like her act all like virgin and innocent. And they do. But they get boyfriends and they hop around onto hot dogs like more than a hot dog stand, you know? Some of those women have been on so many hot dogs that a hot dog stand is blushing, okay? And there are types of people like that. But to sit there and like act like a fucking prude, to act like ew, is just sexist, in my opinion, because it's healthy to do masturbation. It's healthy to get that to that point. You shouldn't be shaming someone for doing that. She should know better, and if she did know better, she wasn't raised right, and that shows a lot on her as a person, because that's quite toxic and disgusting to sit there and say, who cares how he gets to that point? He's going to do what he feels is necessary. I don't like Hassan, but I hate when women are that way, acting like, oh, a man can't do that. That's disgusting. It's like, bitch, you ride your boyfriend's dick. You know, you did it last night. Ew, that's disgusting. How dare you? You know, it's so fucking one-sided. It's stupid. I fucking hate these prude bitches. It's just high school. It's high school shit. Because I've known women like her, and they act completely different in the bedroom. They are really, really like the type of women that want to get railed. You know, they're what's called high maintenance women in the bedroom. And it's really sad to see, because she's almost pushing 30 and she needs to chill out. And yikes. Okay, how much do I have? Oh, how much money? 60K. Let me see how many I can get. I think that's 6. Women like Maya and you know, all these other women like that will always be prudes, and they'll always hide their relationships from people, because they'll go on a crusade saying it's like, well, I don't like how you do things, but you can't judge how I do things. And it's really fucking stupid. They are the worst type of women to be around when it comes to this. Okay, let's do 8 swords. So going back to the whole OnlyFans thing, because this all started because some content creator went from body positivity to OnlyFans girl. Like, hey, good for you. Who cares? Yeah, did you betray your entire audience? Yeah, but she did it for the money. She used body positivity to gain money. Then she got money, and then she became popular, and then used that money to make herself look and feel better. I mean, you could kind of tell from her attitude that she was going to go down this route, but how this content, again, I don't remember her name, so like, it's not a real big surprise to someone like me, but how someone, it seemed like she planned this whole thing out, because how she was like acting. She was acting like it was like, you know, it felt all planned out. It really did. It felt like she was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, gain sympathy from people, gain money, gain all sorts of like fame and riches, and then I'm gonna lose a bit of that, and she's okay with that because she already got all that money, and then do more content creation that would have made her even more money because now she looks better. So like it's like min-maxing basically. She literally just pulled a min-maxing shit on people, and then she's using very hollow and basic excuses to downplay the fact that she betrayed her community that she was making, and no one really gave a fuck. People that gave a fuck left, and now she's gonna gain a whole slew of audience because she's going into OnlyFans creation, and that'll get her probably like 4 or 5 times the amount of money that she was doing before. And then she can go onto Twitch and be a streamer, you know? That's where the washed up OnlyFans hoes go anyways. I gotta say this right now. If you do OnlyFans and you don't do nude, what the fuck are you doing? Just go model. Like that's basically like you're like modeling. You're not doing your content is fucking dumb. Like just go be a model. Go on the runway, do modeling for clothes. Maybe they'll let you in if you think they make you look pretty. You probably won't because you're streaming on Twitch, and you're gonna get like completely outclassed by the beautiful women that are there eating like walnut-sized vegan shit so they can keep their bodies maintained. I just don't get it. I don't get why you think that. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, hey, I do OnlyFans, but I don't show any of my boobies or pussy out. It's like a guy wearing boxers, and then just that's it. Oh yeah, so fun to look at. Wow, enticing. It's like just complete the whole entire thing. You know, just show it off. You're not special. You're not special looking, and no one wants to be with you if you're doing that because you're probably doing other shit that's like really fucking weird behind the scenes. Yeah. Oh, so I had this weird... Did I talk about this? I had this weird person in my Discord. I don't know if they follow me on Twitch or not, but they were on my Discord, and they were talking about how... Dude, I almost want to pull it up. Okay, I'm going to pull it up real quick. I think it's still there. I think they're still there. Let me take a look if they're still there. It was really weird. It was out of left field. I'm not banning them because they didn't do anything wrong. They just said a message. It's not a bad thing to say. They just aren't someone that I'm going to interact with. Yeah. She calls herself a neurologist and neuropsychographer. I study the inner workings. Sorry. I study the inner workings of... I study the inner lives of men. Currently researching unspoken thoughts. So she, if it is a real she, came on there and said, been in this server for years, never said a word. Doing a short uni study on how men experience the pressures of being a man, the weight, the expectations. They actually kind of made it very dramatic sounding. ... The weight, the expectations, the stuff you never say out loud. If that resonates and you feel like talking about it, her DMs are open. And she's offline, so she probably doesn't want to talk to anybody. No. I'm not talking to her. I would never talk to her. I'd rather go to a fucking therapist. Like, that's... And I don't need a therapist. So I'm not talking to her about my problems. What the fuck is wrong with her? It's kind of weird. Like, my server isn't really popular. And I'll be the first to say that. There isn't a lot of people on there. And the people that are on there, they don't interact with me. It's just me to post, like, food pictures. And that's it. And barely, I'm barely on there to even say stuff. Because most of it, if I do say something in general chat, it's like, hey, no stream today because of yada yada yada. You know. That's it. And Celine's dead. Okay, almost. Yeah, it's really weird. Let me tell you, it's got... Okay, we're not dead. Good shit. I live. It has a lot of, like, weird... How do I want to put this? To me, if you're trying to talk about people's feelings in a Discord server that isn't really active, what are you doing? Like, how many other Discord servers did you post that shit in? And how many people actually wanted to talk to you? Because I doubt there's a lot that want to. They would rather talk to a licensed therapist, because that's what you should be talking to, not some idiot online who says they're in uni saying shit that you can't even confirm, you know? Because if they really are, like, to me, until I would talk to that person, I'm like, you need to show proof. You need to show proof. I need to call your professor. I need to talk with that person. So you tell me the name of the university. I'm going to have a talk with their professor. I'm going to talk with them about stuff. Do you know who this person is? This is what's going on. This is the situation. I need you to confirm their identity, or I'm going to have to take it to the authorities, because this is really weird and disgusting. Because, you know, it could be used as I don't know. My brain just goes to the fact that, like, she's old enough to be in university, so she's obviously over 18. So she's somewhere in her 20s at least. And if she's talking to people underage, that's disgusting. And I would have to report that shit, because I'm not going to have the person like that in my Discord server. Not at all. That's inappropriate. I don't think what she said was inappropriate. I think the intent behind it was non-malicious, but the abuse that you can do with that kind of, with a person that is that way, is bad. Okay, dude. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things there's a lot of variables that are there that could be used in such a way that would be considered malicious or disgusting. To agility, 7 intellect. Finally. She's getting some kind of good stats. Intellect is 45, Celine is 55, so she's beating her by 10 points. What is... Agility is 111, 79. Yeah. Do you think it's because she's actually real? No. It's not if it's real or not. That's not the point. The point of is if she's even, what is she going to do with that information, right? So you pour your heart and soul out to her. What is she doing with that, right? What is the intent besides saying I have a uni paper that I'm doing, and I'm doing a study on basically men's mental health, which has been done 100 different times by people that are way better and more accredited than her. It's not that she can't do that. It's just really suspicious to say that in Discord. I think you would actually put your feelers out somewhere more than Discord, you know? Yeah, you wouldn't be doing it in Discord. You could just do it in real life. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. That's why I would that's why I would make an effort to get the information from her before talking, and then verifying whether or not she's actually doing this. Because, like, when you're doing a study like this, your professor will know. Because it's probably something you're talking with a professor about. Like, there's communications. You just don't randomly do this. Say you're doing something, like a paper on men's mental health, essentially, and the inner workings. Like, why can't they say mental health? It's kind of weird that they didn't say men's mental health. Instead, it was some weird verbiage that I didn't think was appropriate. That's why I was, like, weirded out about it. Or that's why it triggered a kind of, like, huh? You know, kind of thing. It's like, something's not right here. So, yeah, you got to look at it that way. There's a lot of weird people on Discord, and there's also a lot of people who go on Discord, and it's just like with social media, people can say whatever they want about themselves. Yeah, I'm a rocket scientist. You know, tomorrow I'm gonna be an engineer. You know, it's like you can say whatever the fuck you want about whatever. Oh man, that's such a weird, like, COVID. There were so many people during COVID who wanted to call themselves, well, actually, I am not just a barista, but I am a scientist. It's like, bitch, you fucking serve coffee. Shut up. There was, like, so many other shit that I've heard, you know. God. I'm a professional. What was the one that really got me? And I was like, you are not a professional photographer. I think that was, like, one I heard, and I was like, you're kidding. You're on Twitter. Oh my God. I've never seen your work. Did you get hired professionally? Well, I'm trying to. Of course you are, you fucking nut job. That's usually the crux of it, is that these people are fucking nut jobs. And they have the audacity to call other people weird. Okay, dude. Yeah, we're kind of getting off on subject of the video that I watched, but it's okay. We're just talking about stuff. No, going back to my point where the whole Asian girl wanting to do OnlyFans is basically like you found water in the sink, you know. It's sure, man. Don't care. That's kind of a chilled and laid back way to say it. It's more of I don't think it is. It's more of just like people are gonna do what they want. Why impose everything onto people like that? Because if it makes you happy and you're getting money, you shouldn't really. It's not about shaming. It's just the fact that, like, society will shame you. And then people get a little pissy about it because they think that they're morally better for not doing some kind of pornography, which is really, it's not, it's just amateur hour for a lot of these people. Anywho, it's a subject. So I kind of watched that video. That one was okay. I kind of turned it off because I was like, okay, I get the gist of the point. Wow, they betrayed their community. I mean, like, what's... Talk about streamers. It's so bad because body positivity. Let me tell you about body positivity and the toxic shit about that. The thing about body positivity, it's literally the poor person version of, I don't have money to fix myself. That's literally what it is. Accept my body because I don't have money for an expensive surgery. It's literally what it is. I feel. Personal opinion. I don't really give a shit what other people think about that. But, you know, I feel like, you know, you're gonna find... Oh, I got a surprise because of that shit. Alright. Yeah, betraying your community is kind of like the norm now when it comes to, like, especially when it comes to content creators, because, like, you could kind of say the same thing about people who did, the only thing they did was, like, let's say they played Fortnite, right? They're known for playing Fortnite, and that was the only thing they did. And then all of a sudden, fucking ninja bitch over there didn't feel like playing Fortnite because he got all that money. He was really successful and just did everything he wanted, and he doesn't need it anymore. He doesn't need Fortnite. He doesn't need to be popular. He doesn't need, you know, he doesn't need to worry about that shit. And so he does other stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a really betrayal. It's a transformation from one kind of content to another kind, because he doesn't feel like he needs to do it anymore because he got popular, got all the money, he secured the future for himself. There it is. And yeah, he's done. Same with, like, PewDiePie. Like, that's the other subject, is people give a lot of shit to Ninja for trying to change his content, but PewDiePie did the same fucking thing, and everybody's like, hey man, thanks, that's awesome, we really like you. There's people who grew up, like, watching him from, like, a teenage age, and now they're, like, adults, and they are starting a family just like what he was doing, and he's like I'm gonna just do whatever I feel like now, because that's what YouTube is to me now. Dude did shit with Linux and he drew, and it was, like, super awesome, but people were like, oh my god, Ninja. It's so weird. It shows a lack of maturity on a lot of people who watch content creators. There's a lot of people who are way too parasocial with content creators. Like, who cares? Good for them that they're gonna live their life without doing content creation 24/7. Gotcha, bitch. He retired. He didn't retire. He doesn't need to do it anymore. There's other people that need to take the reins and do content creation. It's a cyclical wave, man. Just like with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast he'll be gone soon. You know, his content will be falling off. He won't have to any more relevance, and people will move on to the next person. You know, that's part of the cycle. I mean, Mr. Beast is already, like, in trouble for a lot of shit. Same with streamers. Yep, same with streamers. More so than streamers. I think when it comes to content creation for streamers, streamers really get the short end of the stick, per se, because they have to... Is that magic cord? What the fuck was that? Power cord. Oh, yeah, there it is. During... Okay. I thought it was a permanent upgrade. Anyways, yeah, it's... Streamers, when people... When streamers get really popular and they stop streaming, or they take a break, or they do all these other things, streamers are really subject to the court of public opinion on whether or not they are relevant, right? There's a lot of that. And I've seen that so much from certain content creators going, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this thing, get real popular, they get really popular, they get really well known, they're pushing thousands of viewers, sometimes tens of thousands of viewers, but the minute they take a little break, if they're not really super popular, oh, they fall off. They're falling off. They're useless. Go, you know, whatever. Seen it time and time again. I've been around on this platform during the Justin TV days. I've seen people who the max poking your butt. The maximum amount of views you could see on a stream was capped at 2,000. I still remember that to this day. And I remember late nights watching a stream that only had 2,000 people that were registered in it. Even though it had more, you could have more, it only went up to 2,000. It wasn't like you had to wait in queue to watch the damn thing. It was just like, it was a very niche experience, so not many people were doing that. But they just didn't go above 2,000. And then when Twitch was really early, after they went away from Justin TV to do their gaming experience, which is what this platform is, it is now, you know, you get so many people now. They were upping the cap. I remember early days of Twitch, it was still 2,000 for a while, and then they even went up above that. And then one of the GDQs got to the point where it was like 1 million people. It was insane, the numbers on that. Then you got some of the crappiest fucking streamers out here mimicking live television. Like, that's fucking cool, man. No, it's not. It's cringe shit. It's basic effort shit that you know that you could have done better on if you thought things up. Yo, my Mafia-thon, man. My Mafia-thon. Jesus Christ. What a fucking joke. Yep, gone are the days of 24/7 doing a 24-hour stream for horror games. Gone are the days of good content creation by just doing streaming stuff and not emulating some shitty sitcom or like trash TV. Yeah, you can run. I can't imagine getting that popular and the first thought in your head is, let's do a game show. Fucking no. No one wants to watch you on a fucking game show. Because we all know you're a fucking idiot. We all know. Everybody knows you're a fucking retard. No one wants to watch your ass. Okay, we got 61,000. If I feed... Let me try to get 65,000. And then I'm going to go back and buy some bronze sword. Oh boy. I'm not gonna take a chance with these guys. Kick their ass. Okay. How much is that? Yeah, okay, we're good. Let's go back. Oh, I can buy more than one? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I think I'll buy 6. Okay, let's try that. Today I learned that I can buy more than one. Dun, dun. Okay, we got 8. So good. So good. Okay, where we're at. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 left. We're about halfway through. That's pretty good, I'd have to say. And him getting to level 4 is pretty cool. And we got the gold fox. Pretty neat. I don't want to devolve him. I don't give a shit to do that. Bubble blow and fang attack, pretty cool. I probably won't be taking a lot of these. Like, I'll probably be putting everybody to mastery rank and then not giving a shit about their other abilities, because I don't want to rely on a capsule monster's ability when I should be relying on my team for that. The capsule monster is just there for extra, you know, extra oomph, in my opinion. Okay. Well, well, it is that time. I'm gonna have to get going. This was a relatively short stream. Like I said, I'll make it up to you guys on Thursday. Even though I think I might have to cook that day. Yeah, I'm making tonkatsu on Thursday, so I have to cook that day as well. Maybe I might do it before I stream. I might make the tonkatsu and just have some of that. Maybe we'll see. Either or, doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, I'm done for today. It's only a really short stream, but thank you guys for being here. This is a fun time. I'm gonna keep grinding. Probably do a little bit more grinding with the Capsule Monsters off stream tomorrow, and then Thursday when I come back, we'll probably evolve Borpa and continue the story. Thanks everybody for being here. It's been a pleasure streaming for you. I want to thank everybody for being so generous by watching the streams, watching the content, being out here, and watching the VODs. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.